Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another week of pre-calculus. So this week, we've got a bit of a short one. It's our only official day off for the semester on Monday. Just wonderful timing for that. Just enough to throw our rhythm off, isn't it? But for this week, what we're doing is moving into sections 8.3 and 8.4, where for 8.3 we're looking at matrix operations. That is, we're looking at things like multiplying a matrix by a constant, adding and subtracting matrices, and then the really more complicated step, which is matrix multiplication. That's probably the most involved thing we're going to see all this week, so that's what I'd really advise paying close attention to and getting practice with. And then in 8.4, we're going to be looking at finding the multiplicative identity of a matrix, as well as doing some work with matrix inverses. And then in both sections, we've got some stuff with applications. Now, for this week, as far as due dates and assignments go, we have another worksheet. I'm still going to assign one, even though it's a short week. It might not be quite as long as we'll normally aim for because timing's a little bit different, but that's what we have there. And then looking into next week, because we're going to be finishing chapter 8 within the next week or so, we have our first exam. So that means that all of the assignments for chapter 8 will be due, I think most of them on Wednesday, with in particular 8.3, 8.4, and 8.5, along with the chapter 8 quiz and the extra credit for this unit as well. And I may put a bit of 8.5 in, not quite technically with the week 2 stuff, but I may make those a little bit early, especially with the long weekend. I'll try and get a bit of a head start on that stuff, just so you're not stuck trying to figure that out as you're reviewing. Also, I will say that within this week, expect to see more information about our first exam, including a study guide for that. And then our pre-assessment for week 3 will go up this week, where because we have the exam in week 3, that's entirely what's going to be focused on. The pre-exam pre-assessments are going to have a bit of a different flavor. It's just going to be about making sure that I know what you want me to focus on during our time in class that we get to review, and what you feel most and least comfortable with once you have a better sense of what's going to be on our exam. But for now, what we're going to do is continue onward in chapter 8, looking at those matrix operations. I'll see you then.